Well, hi everyone. This is Kerry Anne Cassidy of Skill Junction, and today I have got a very exciting guest online. Welcome to Fiona Lewis of Super Savvy Business.
Thank you, Kerry. Fun to be here.
Great stuff. So, our topic today is how to manage your online reputation. And before we get started, I'd really love, Fiona, if you could just tell our listeners out there what exactly you do.
Okay, so I own a company called Super Savvy Business, which has two main arms to its business. First of all, it's a consulting business where we actually develop websites and online and do online marketing for business owners. And then the other side of the business is the education side, where I actually have a coaching and mentoring program and run live workshops where I actually empower business owners in how to grow their businesses in the online space. So I've been doing it since about 2008, and I absolutely love what I do. And I'm a self-confessed techno geek and love talking about anything to do with the online world and how it can really benefit people when it comes to growing their business and generating profits.
And that's great. And I really just want to go and just share with our listeners as well. I'm part of Fiona's coaching program and I'm getting a lot of value out of it. And I think also really important just to blow Fiona's horn a bit. She's been recognized in her industry as a leader. So, she's someone that I think would really help our listeners today in terms of managing their online reputation. And I thought just a really important topic, talking about what it means to have your own personal brand and what that means to actually be aware of managing it. So I'm going to get started right now and just kick into our questions for the day, Fiona.
Sure.
So, first up, what I'd like to put to you is what is the role of personal branding from your perspective in business today?
Look, that's a great question to start with, Kerry. And I think, when you think about it, people might have already heard of online brand reputation management, but they think about it in terms of big business and corporate managing their brand online. But for many of us who are in small business, what we've got to remember is when people do business with our companies and our businesses, often it's not the business themselves that they're wanting to connect with, but the people within that business. And so as a result, it's really important to make sure that you as a person have a strong personal brand in the online space. Now, why do we need to do this? Well, because of the internet, things have really changed in the way that people find out about us. Once upon a time, people might have picked up the phone and said, oh, look, I'm thinking about doing business with Kerry, and, what do you know about her? Or do you know anyone that's done business with Kerry? These days, however, that's not going to happen so much. More than likely, people are going to go online and type in your name and see what comes up. And I did a little bit of digging, Kerry, before our call today to find out if I could see some stats on what percentage of people are actually practicing this sort of stuff. And sadly, I couldn't
Right.
find anything for Australian statistics, but I did find some studies that were done by an online reputation management company called Brand Yourself and Harris Interactive. Now, they found that 86% of adults in the US have used a search engine like Google to find more information about another person, and 75% have even Googled their own name. So they're not just Googling other people, they're Googling their own name. And this is where it even got more interesting. 42% of people have searched for somebody who they're considering to do business with. So
Wow.
that's
And
a
I mean,
huge
that's
stat.
powerful, isn't it?
It is powerful. But the scary thing is, Kerry, is that out of those 42%, nearly half, it was 45% of them, decided not to do business because of something that they read. So people are
Whoa.
using the internet to find out about people, and nearly half the time when it comes to doing a business search or a search of someone you're considering doing business with, they're finding things that they don't like, and so therefore deciding not to go ahead with that business transaction. So this, I think, really raises the importance and sort of puts a big flashlights, if you like, on why it is so important that you and I and everyone out there as a business person or a professional person really takes the time and effort to manage your personal brand and your online reputation.
Yeah, and that's pretty interesting that you say that because I think a lot of times, my target market mainly being around our professional and corporate markets, they really don't take the time to, look into and promote themselves and make sure that the information about themselves is put in a way that is appropriate.
Yeah.
So that's pretty powerful stuff. Thanks for sharing that, Fiona.
And I think too, I mean, you mentioned obviously I was talking initially about, business owners or the people within the business, but if you're in the corporate world, and what you've got to remember is you may not always be with that business, with that particular corporate company, and you want to maybe get
Yeah.
jobs elsewhere. And more than likely, when you go for another job, people are going to look you up